And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball from long range. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. Here's Bellamy. Misses from close range. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 3. Wiseman the pass to Evans. Left side, Ball. Back to Miller. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Hart. Spurs leading by 3. Branham the pass to the captain. Wembanyama a screen. Down low. Takes it off the glass. Wembanyama has got his second bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Well, you look at the captain, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Ball. Pass to Wiseman. And again, unable to change momentum here. San Antonio leading. Here's the captain. Goes back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night.
Wembanyama going to the line shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Hornets trail by 6. Miller right side to the inside and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's.
There's a talk out there, right?
Ball against Bellamy. Feeds to Smith. To the wing right side. Passes it to Kuminga. Smith outside. 5. On the clock. Picked by Kuminga. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 6.
And well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. To the middle. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
The Spurs have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Both free throws good from the captain. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Spurs ball.
Here's Capella, still without a basket. And Barbosa has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Takes the three.
Yeah, but the defense is doing a pretty good job of contesting those long-range shots.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the captain. Can't get it to fall. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
31.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Smith is out there with ball. Then it's Williams. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Here's the captain. Pass to Bellamy. Here's the captain. And he dunks it down.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Always in attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
Kuminga the pass to ball. San Antonio with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's the captain. He's covered by Ball. The captain with the bucket.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Hornets put on a show. He picked up 67 points and ultimately he posted a triple-double. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now he always wants to play his best against their rivals. And to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him because this
Playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting the flow of the offense. And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Charlotte calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. And you look at Ball, an uncommonly gifted passer. Leading the league in assists. And, of course, the captain.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 8. Right side, Ball. They need this. And again, the Hornets missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The captain passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Barbosa. Lots of room. Good. Barbosa's got his second basket of the night.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Kuminga with it. Barbosa picks him up. The pass to Ball. Charlotte no good that time either.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum. He has been a key factor for them offensively. Scoring with consistency.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold